Alright, so let us start with the installation of Docker. So for that we'll require one AWS account. However, feel free to do it in your local. You can even download Docker desktop. Okay, for that you need to write Docker install. Okay, and here under that you will find multiple DMGs and .exes to install in your system. Right now, based on your system, you can just go and write Docker install, or like you can write the distro. Basically, if you want to install it on Windows, just write Windows and just download the exe file. It is straightforward. So I'll be covering it for how you can install it over Linux. So just go to your AWS console, go to EC2. All right. All right, under EC2 we are going to install we are going to launch an instance. So let us go to launch instance, and I'll write docker server, and we are going to take Ubuntu with T2 micro with the free tier, and I'll take the pem file as minikuber. Okay, and then we are good on this thing and just launch the instance. Okay, now after launching the instance, what we are going to do is we'll just take an SSH from our local device, and then we are going to install Docker on it. Okay, right now nothing is installed in it, so let me go and take an SSH. Okay, minikuber pem is present. So what I need to do is, okay, all right, so now we are inside Ubuntu. Okay, now let me take root access for now, and what we are going to do is we are going to install a Docker inside it, right? So before doing that, let us update the system. So apt update. Okay, so before actually beginning with the installation in Linux, just make sure you're actually updating the system and upgrading the system, and then you're installing the packages. Why I'm saying so, because like there are few dependency which are actually required to install any packages, and those can be done only when these things are present. So apt update is present. Now apt upgrade. Okay, in Linux, installation of Docker is actually very easy, and even if you need some sort of help, you can even go here and just write Docker install on Ubuntu or any distro that you want. Okay, just go here and you can just find all the commands that are actually required for installing Docker. Okay, so these are actually required to install Docker. Okay, you can even follow this specific documentation. Okay, I'll show you this specific thing also, and also if you want to do it under one command, that can also be done. All right, so for now let us go with the documentation that we are referring, that is this specific Docker docs. Okay, so the first thing is it required an operating system that we provided through AWS, right? And we take one instance. And now the second thing that we need to do is we are going to uninstall all the conflicting packages which actually is required. But since we didn't install any sort of that, we won't be actually proceeding with this thing. The next thing that we need to do is we are going to set up the Docker apt registry. So for that we need to copy this thing, and what actually this specific command is doing, the initial thing that it is going to update. Okay, then it is going to install the certificates. Okay, it will provide few permission, followed that it will install few of the GPG packages. Okay, and then it will give it some permission. Post that, it is going to add the repository to the apt sources, which is the package manager in Ubuntu. Okay, now since everything is done, let us clear and paste the command which we copied over there. Now what it will do, it will download all the things which are mentioned in the commands, right? Once it is done, we need to scroll down, and here we have two specific options. First is to download the latest version of Docker, and second if you want a specific one. Now since we are working for the first time, we need the latest Docker version. We are just going to copy this command and paste it over here. Okay, press yes, scroll down, and the next thing is we are going to verify the installation. Okay, but before doing that, let us wait for the installation to be getting completed. Okay, all right, It is done. Now how do we verify whether Docker is actually installed or not? So just write docker hyphen hyphen version. Okay, the Docker is installed. Now let us first check what is the current status of Docker. So systemctl status docker. Okay, Docker is up and running. If it is showing you as an inactive or dead, what you need to do is you just need to write systemctl start docker and enable docker. That will do the work. All right, for now let us proceed with the next thing. Okay, the first thing is we previously learned that Docker actually works on images, right? In order to check what are the current images which are present in our local, we are going to run docker images. Okay, right now there are no images currently present, right? And there is one more command which is present here for verification of this Docker whether actually is running fine or not. So it is showing you the command as docker run hello world. Okay, so what actually will happen at the backend? So basically what Docker will do is, as I mentioned in that previous diagram, if you remember, it will just look the resources whether it is present in the local or not. If it is not present in the local, it will go to the Docker Hub registry and will find whether this specific thing with this gentleman is trying to run is actually present there or not. If yes, then it will find it, fetch it, and will run it. So let me just press enter. See, the first thing which it did, it threw one error message, and it actually showed us that unable to find the image hello world locally. So what it did is, in the next step, it pulled the image from the Docker Hub library. Now if I go here and search Docker Hub, okay, here we need to search for hello world. So this is the place from where it actually pulled that image and actually showing us the output. Okay, so when you run this specific uh, image, okay, it turns out into a container, and here is the output of the same hello from Docker. This message shows that the installation is working fine. Okay, and then it is showing us the remaining thing which are actually embedded in that specific image. Now how do I actually check what are the images which are currently present in my local? We are going to run the same command, docker images. Okay, so here we have hello world. Okay, first thing is done. Now the second thing is we want to run Ubuntu in it. Okay, so let's consider an scenario where actually you have been assigned with a task. You need to do some sort of work in Ubuntu. Okay, now considering that this is some another operating system. Now let's say this is some different distro. Let's say it's Red Hat, and on Red Hat you need to check whether there are few files whether it is working fine on Ubuntu or not. What will you do? We are first going to check whether the image of Ubuntu is actually present in local or not by running docker images. Okay, but since the image is not present, it will go to Docker Hub. So we are going to we will go into Docker Hub, and here we are going to search for that specific image. So Ubuntu. Okay, now when I search, it will list all the images which are present for Ubuntu. But if we go over the top one, okay, that is the official verified Docker image which we can actually use. And how do we use it? It is giving us the command docker pull. So just like we have git pull, we have docker pull. So in git pull, it will pull the changes from the specific repo. Here docker pull will pull the image from Docker Hub. Okay, all right, clear. So now what we need to do is we want to run an Ubuntu image. So if we take the reference of the previous documentation, here he actually executed one command, docker run hello world. Okay, now we are going to copy that same command. We are going to write docker run Ubuntu. Okay, so what is happening here is it again checked in the local whether Ubuntu image is present or not. It was not present. So second thing what it did is it actually pulled the image from Docker Hub. Now it is present in our local. So let us run docker images, and you can see Ubuntu is now present. But how do I actually use it? How do I actually make use of it? How would I go inside it? Okay, so for that I need to actually run this specific image. So for that, what I'll do, I'll just write docker run hyphen it for interactive terminal. Okay, and then I want to run which image? That is Ubuntu. Okay, and the tag is latest. Now what is colon latest? So basically tag indicates the version. Okay, it is actually used for versioning. Right now we are using the latest version, hence we wrote latest. Okay, and actually that is used for the identification part. Now once you press enter, you can actually notice one thing, that here some things have changed. Earlier it was showing some different IP and now it changed to something else, meaning we are now inside that specific image. Okay, so if I just do cat slash etc slash into etc release, you can see we are inside Ubuntu latest. Okay, so let me just go out. Okay, now I exited from that specific container and now I am back in my machine. Now if I do docker ps, okay, it will show all the current running containers, right? But if I want to see all the dead containers, I need to run docker ps -a. Okay, so it earlier showed that 4 minutes ago we executed hello world. Okay, then we executed docker run ubuntu, which actually pulled an image from docker hub. But since we didn't provided that specific attribute, that is hyphen it, okay, which was actually required to go inside the image, okay, and turn that image into a container, that's why it got executed. Okay, and third thing, when we provided the specific parameters, it actually took us inside that specific image and turned that specific image into a container. So yeah, that is how you pull an image. You see the dead images, you see the dead containers, you see the containers. Okay, everything under one. Okay, so let me just clear it. If you want to see all the images, just write docker images. Okay, if you want to see the running containers, so just write docker ps. Now if you want to see all the containers which are exited, so docker ps hyphen name, right? If you want to run a container, so you will just write docker run followed by the container name. For our case, it will be hello hyphen world, hello hyphen world. All right, so yeah, that was all about this specific one, and see you in the next one.